We are in Achievers MCQ series for BFM, and today's topic is objective questions on operational risk. See here, there are mainly three risks, right? Credit, operations and market. And yesterday I had covered credit risk. So today we will be covering market, and tomorrow we will be covering ops, and tomorrow we will be covering market. So follow this video completely. Okay, also follow the complete series, I would say. Okay, firstly download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app you will be getting all the premium study material, current affairs, job alerts, daily quizzes, plus live lectures, plus question banks, plus tests. You get everything, whatever ebooks, whatever is needed for JAIIB, CAIIB and various banking exams. Okay, so download it now. Also subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel you will be getting all the updates for JAIIB, CAIIB and various banking exams. Okay, also you will be getting the free YouTube series on all the subjects. So what is available free right now? Go for it, isn't it? Okay, whatever is free you should be grabbed first. Okay, this is the new batch which has just started yesterday. Okay, for CAIIB, ABM, BFM, ABFM and BRBL, all the four subjects are covered, and importantly presently 80% off season is going on. Okay, see here, this offer won't last for long. Grab it immediately. Why? Use the code Y432. More on this later. We are covering everything over here. Numericals, objective questions, theories, case studies, everything what is needed. Okay, so yesterday, let's start this session. Yesterday I had asked you this homework. Okay, what was that? ABC Winery is attempting to identify its core business risks. So it wants to study its core business risks. What are my business risks? Okay, core. Which of the following is an example of indirect loss? Now see here, indirect loss I want, not the direct loss. Okay, so ABC Winery. Winery means what? It is preparing wine. So it is needing grapes, right? Grapes is a main crop for that. So loss of grapevines due to hail means what? This snowfall. Okay, snow or it's not actually snow, we call it ole, right, in Hindi, the same one. Okay, consider this storm, man, forget it. Why should you go in the weather report now, isn't it? So loss of grapevines due to storm, number one. Is this a indirect? Here we want indirect. Okay, employee health problems due to insecticide usage means employees dying because of the insecticide used on the grapes. Okay, loss of profit due to bad publicity about the liability claim means there is some newspaper article which says some bad thing about this company, so that's a form of reputational risk, isn't it? So is this a direct or indirect loss? And last one, cost of replacing equipment after fire means something has happened in my company and it has got fired, that machinery got fired. Okay, so if it has got fire, then what? I have to replace it. So is it a direct or indirect? So which one is the indirect one? Loss of grapevine means actually my raw material is gone, so this is a direct, right? Next one, let me see how many of you have answered this. Yeah, many of you have answered C. Okay, let me see. D is loss of grapevines. Okay, employee health problems, so that is also direct loss to me because these employees are the main source of converting this grapes into this wine, right? Loss of profit due to bad publicity. See this is known as as I told you, reputational risk. Reputational. Once it is a reputational risk, it's not a direct loss to me. Always remember, reputational risk is an indirect loss to me. Always this. Okay, cost of replacing equipment means machinery burnt out, so I have to bring a new machine. Direct loss, isn't it? So what is the answer? C is the right answer. Okay, next one. So this was the homework yesterday. Now today, the risk of loss resulting for inadequate or failed internal processes, people and systems, or from external events is called as dash risk. So which risk is it called as? Means due to inadequate systems, processes means my processes are imperfect. Process means my loan process. For example, in my loan process it says that okay, no need to do the site visit. No need to do the site visit. So this process is faulty then, right? The branch manager has to do the site visit before giving the loan. It's as simple. Due to people, there is a strike in my bank. Okay. So what is this? If there is a strike in my bank, then it's which type of risk is it? Legal, compliance, fraud, or operations? Systems, the link doesn't work. Many a times you might be seeing this link not working. Sir, link is not working, isn't it? Link is not working means what is that problem? Is the problem of the customer or the problem of your own bank, right? Or from external events. What is this external events? Means let's say there is a robbery in my bank. Okay, robbery. So there is a robber who has robbed something. Okay, or there is a dacoity. Dacoity means let's say terrorist attack. There is a terrorist attack in my bank. Okay. So now what is this? Which type of risk is this? Which type of risk is this? It's a operational risk. Always remember. Okay. Operational means anything related to process, then systems, your people, your locations or external events, whatever these happen, these are all related to operational risk. Okay. These are not legal. Legal means basically related to documentation. If my documentation is not perfect, that is legal. Okay. Compliance. Compliance means I am not submitting the reports. Reporting is the problem over here. Okay. Fraud means employee problem. Fraud is a type of operational risk only, because fraud happens due to the employee generally. It's not always. 90% cases it's seen that many of the bank frauds, in any of the bank frauds, somebody from inside is involved. Okay, so that's why the fraud is a part of operational risk. Next one, which of the following is not an operational risk? Not, we want not now. Okay, compliance, transaction, legal, counterparty, and system risk. So which of them is not? We want not. Compliance. Is compliance an operational risk? Compliance is done by whom? Compliance means what? Submitting the reports to RBI. If I am not submitting the reports to RBI, also compliance means following the guidelines given by RBI. So if I am not following that, whose fault is it? It's the fault of the employees, right? Employee. So once the point employee comes over here, it becomes operational. Okay. Transaction risk. Transaction means my employee is doing some fault over here. Error. Instead of debit, he is inputting credit. So again the same thing. Employee. If it is employee, then it's operation risk. Legal. Legal means what? I am not doing the documentation properly. Not doing the documentation properly means what? I am not taking the DPN, promissory note not taken, DPN, okay, not taken during the loan, and I disbursed the loan. So whose fault is it? It's again the fault of the employees, right? Either employee or your seniors who are watching this. So it again becomes the operation risk. Counterparty risk. What is counterparty risk? Counterparty risk means basically you have done everything correct. You have checked the legal point, you have checked the compliance point, everything you have done it. So your employee is not at fault. But what has happened? Because you have given the loan and that guy was okay. When the loan was given, everything was okay. But later he turned out to be an NPA. Later he didn't pay. So what can the bank do about it? No, bank can't do anything about it. So this becomes a credit risk. Always remember. Credit risk is of two types always. Okay. One is counterparty and second is country. Okay, there are two types of credit risk. Always remember this. One is country and second is this counterparty. So which is not the operational risk? Counterparty risk is not the operational risk. System risk is an operation. Failure of your system. Remember, don't get confused between system and systemic risk. These two risks are separate. Systemic means failure of the entire banking system. Failure of entire banking system. Entire, okay? Banking system, not bank, okay? System means all the banks fail. All. That is systemic risk, okay? System risk means it is related to your bank only. Your system is not working, link is not working, entry not done. So that's a part of the system. Okay, so that's a part of operations. The risk related to non-performance of trading partners due to counterparty's refusal or inability to perform is called as dash risk. Means I've given the loan, bank has given the loan, okay, and once this loan given, okay. Now what happens? Once the loan is given to the borrower, now what happens? This borrower now does not pay. So this is a part of what? Liquidity, operational, counterparty or none. Means bank has given the loan, everything was okay, documents checking, done. Appraisal, done. Okay, appraisal, done. Site visit, done. Everything is done. Valuation, done. Okay, so everything is done. Valuation and all both the documents. What are the two documents required? One is valuation report and second is the title report, right? Search and title. So everything is okay. Then also the borrower is not paying later. Means earlier he paid, later he didn't pay. So that is a part of what? Again it becomes counterparty only. It's not an operation risk, right? So is it liquidity, operations, none, or this counterparty? Counterparty. What is liquidity risk? Liquidity is inability of mine. Here liquidity, I'll write it over here. Liquidity, okay. Inability to repay. To repay means cash crunch basically. Cash crunch. Okay. Cash crunch I will call it. Crunch. Okay. Always remember liquidity risk is of two types. Okay. One is principal. Means I am not able to pay the principal, and second is interest. I am not able to pay the interest. In either of these two cases, we call it liquidity risk. Okay. Now before moving ahead about the batch, see this. All the 4 subjects are covered in the batch. Started on January 20th, just now. Okay. So all the 4 subjects are covered. Numericals, case studies, objective questions, everything is covered. Okay. Join this batch ASAP. And 80% off is going on right now. Use this opportunity, grab this opportunity, use the code this Y432, okay, use this code, so it's given below. Use this code, it will give you 80% off. If you are on the app, it will give you 1% extra, 81, okay. Okay, let me move on. Risk of legal or regulatory sanction, financial loss, reputational loss that a bank may suffer as a result of its failure to comply with any or all of the applicable laws, regulations, etc. is called as transaction risk, compliance risk, legal risk or system risk. Means this, I am not able to follow the compliance. Got it? I am not able to follow the compliance. Result of its failure to comply, I am not able to follow the RBI guidelines. So that is a compliance risk. But this compliance risk, why is this asked over here? Okay, so transaction risk, compliance risk, legal risk and system risk. What is the, okay, give me the correct answer first. I think it's compliance. What do you say? Transaction, compliance, legal and systems. It is correct. Compliance only. But what is this compliance risk? It is a part of operations risk. Always remember ops. Okay. Ops, one of the part of this ops risk is compliance risk. Legal risk is also a part of ops risk. Okay. All because everything is done by the employees over here. Okay. And the systems. Transaction risk. It's a part of ops risk. Okay. Risk arising due to adverse business decisions, improper implementation of decisions and lack of responsiveness to industry changes is called as, means, for example, let me give you, means I am not able to think beyond, think in the long term, on a long term, okay, think on a long term, I am not able to do that. So that is which type of risk? Do you know any company? Let me give you an example, Nokia. Have you seen any Nokia phone in last 2 years? Anywhere? Have you seen anywhere with your friends? And those who are in job for more than almost 10 years, 15 years, right? You are in the colleges also. When you guys, many of you might be in colleges, you might be seen this Nokia phones, tick button phones, that for typing M I had to type 4 times, that Nokia phone. Where is that Nokia phone now? It's gone. Why? Because at that time Android came and Nokia didn't check or didn't visualize that Android would be such a big threat. Okay, where is that other phone? BlackBerry, right? BlackBerry or Blueberry? BlackBerry it was, right? BlackBerry. Where is that other phone gone? Gone. Where is that? These companies are extinct. Where is that company Kodak? Anyone remember this Kodak company? Anyone type yes in the comment section if you remember this, Kodak or BlackBerry or Nokia. Anyone has seen Nokia phone? Type yes in the comment section. This Nokia phone means that old button phone. Type 4 times on the same button to get various alphabets, right? Isn't it? So this is what. So reputation, strategic, operational risk or management risk. You are not able to think in the long term. So what is that risk? Reputation, strategic, operations or management? Okay, it is strategic risk, correct. It's strategic risk. B is the right answer, strategic risk. Okay, why strategic? Because its other name is business risk. Okay, we also call this business risk. Biz risk, I'll write. B, actual word is BUSIEE and NESS. Okay, but I'll write it biz risk. Okay, so now this means I'm not able to think on the long term. Okay, what is this reputation risk? I told you earlier, some negative news in the newspaper, media, right? Operational, we have already covered this. And management risk. What is this management risk? There is nothing called as management risk. Okay, it's a part of operations only. After all, it's a human being. Management. What is management? Management is a human being only. Okay. The major type of business risk include the following. Except means business means we are talking of here. What is the other name for business risk? Just now I gave you. Type fast. What is the other name for business risk? I gave you just now, na? What was that? Strategic, correct. Type fast, strategic risk. You must by heart these all risks, okay? So major type of business risks include all of the following except we want not now, okay? So we'll make these two sections now. Yes means yes business risk, no means no business risk, okay? So price risk, is it a part of this strategic risk? Price risk, okay? Diversification risk, is it a part of strategic risk? Credit risk, is it a part of strategic risk? Means long-term thinking. Will price be affected because of long-term thinking? Yes or no? Yeah. Means what? If I am carrying on the old product, with I am carrying out with the Nokia phone only, and demanding some 10,000 rupees for that Nokia phone, will anyone give me? No. Why? Because I am not changed as per the system or as per the requirement. So this is why. Means it is a type of strategic risk. Diversification risk means when I diversify my business from the core business. For example, now Reliance was earlier into what? Petrochemicals, okay? What was Reliance doing earlier? Petrochem, right? But where is Reliance now? Reliance is now in, I'll write it over here. Reliance is now in, earlier Reliance was only in Petrochem. Now it is in phones, Jio, right? Then it is in next one, retail, right? Then even each and every sector it has captured, okay? So this is known as diversification. So is it a diversification risk? Yes, it is. Diversification risk is the risk of strategy. Credit risk is not a part of this strategic risk, because after all, what is credit risk? I give a loan to somebody and that person is not paying back, okay? That's the only way. So will this be a strategic risk? No, not at all, isn't it? No. Credit risk, I have told you earlier also, credit risk is of two types only. Simple. What? Country and country risk, and second is counterparty, right? Only these two types of risks. Counterparty. So credit risk has to do only with giving the loans. The loans can be given either in form of bonds also, okay? If I buy the bonds of somebody, what am I doing actually? If I buy the bonds of, let's say, Government of India, what am I doing? I am giving money to Government of India, isn't it? And taking some paper. So giving money means again lending, okay? So now one for your homework. Okay, let me see how many of you can solve this. Credit risk is, what do you mean by credit risk? A risk that the firm's borrower will not make the promised payments. A risk that the firm will not be able to get the credit from the lenders. Means it won't be able to get the loan. Risk that the firm will not have sufficient funds to make payment to the employees. And risk due to the changes in the input and the output prices. Okay. So what is the credit risk? Any of these four. Let me see how many of you do answer. Answer it now also if you can definitely answer. Or I'll answer this tomorrow. Okay. Now about the new batch here. I was to tell you about the discounts. How to use the discounts, right? Already I've told you that we are covering all the main topics. Okay. Of these all the four subjects. all the numericals, case studies, objective questions, everything what is needed for although these 4 papers. Now let me go to the discount part. Okay. Let me go to Adda 24/7 live now. First go to Adda 20. If you are having the app, I would suggest go on the app. In the app you will be getting 1% extra because of the coupon, because of the coins. Okay, there are coins available on that. So let's go to Adda 24/7 live. Okay, go here, click on the JAIIB and CAIIB. You'll see these JAIIB, CAIIB, Mahapack and CAIIB 23. Click on CAIIB 23. Once you click on CAIIB 23, look at this. This is a new batch. Okay, from January 23 it's starting. Okay, 20th batch was over, is still running, but January 23, this is a new batch starting. So everyone should join this batch. Okay, everyone. Why? Because the portion is new. You will be requiring a guide, a mentor who can take you through the process. Okay. Also, you'll see over here, the details are given. What are the days, what are the timings, everything you can see. You can go through the details also. Okay, all the case studies, how many case studies, what are the batches. I'll cover 2 important parts. Recorded 24/7 videos are available anytime. It means what? It means that if you miss out on any class, you can definitely go for that class again in the recorded session. You can ask the questions anytime because it's a 2-way interactive class. Okay, let me go to the fees part. 23,999. Okay, click on the view offers over here, put the code Y432. What did I say? 80% off is going on. Let's see, Y432. Click on apply. Now look at this. See this, 23,999 reduces to 80% off, means 4,799. Such a huge discount you are getting. So that's why go for it immediately. In fact, you can grab this opportunity to get major discount in the Mahapacks. Here, what is this Mahapacks here? Let me show you this Mahapack also. You'll be getting huge discounts in this Mahapacks. So this click on this Mahapack. So the JAIIB, CAIIB Mahapack. Click on this. Now click on this CAIIB Mahapack. Okay. Now you see the details. Now what are the details given? See this, in Mahapack you have the major advantages. You are having 15 plus batches. Look at this, 15 plus batches for ABM, BFM, ABFM and BRBL. 15 batches. 15 plus full length mock test. 50 topic wise questions. So everything you are getting it over here only. Okay. Don't go here and there. Immediately click on this. See this. 35,996 is the fees. Click on view offers. Put the code Y432. Y432. Click on apply. Now look at this. 35,996 reduces to 7,199. 80% off you are getting. Also the validity. It is available for 12 months, 6 plus 6. But this won't last long. Okay, remember. This validity offer of double validity we call it. It is only for a limited period. Grab this opportunity now. Okay. Why am I telling you about the batches? Why should you join the batches? The reason is, look at this. The portion for CAIIB has changed. What is this new portion? Go for the portion. Let me show you the portion. Okay. See this. 4 compulsory subjects. Earlier there were only 2. ABM, BFM. Now it is ABM, BFM, ABFM and BRBL. Banking regulations and business laws. Then electives also. Earlier you were having retail elective. Very easy one, isn't it? Everyone cleared it. Now you don't have retail. Rural, HR, information technology, risk management and central banking. Also there are subjective questions now. Negative marking has been removed. Somebody is typing negative. Negative is removed. Subjective questions now. Subjective questions means you have to write the answers over there. That's why. Very difficult. That's why I would say join the batches now. Okay. I'll be back tomorrow with another session.